Hey Brenda, how you doing? Hey Simone, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
Well, I can't complain. Can't complain at all. Your Thursday going okay?
Going pretty good. What about yours?
Oh, living a dream. Doing the best I can. Thank you for hopping on.
Absolutely.
What I'm doing,
Absolutely.
what I'm doing now, I'm trying to go live in the group, but Facebook's giving me some issues. So just give me 2 seconds, and then we'll dive right in.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. Let's see. All right, looks like we're getting somewhere. Yes, we are finally connected. So let me make sure everything is together. All right, we are good to go. So we're gonna go live in the group, and then we're gonna dive in. That was a nice party.
Sounds good. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Looks like we're live. Let's double check. Hey Leonard, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
Oh, can't complain. It was a different name there at first.
Yeah, I remember we had that issue the other night. My ex name was up there.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I just changed it out. I don't know what happened there.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see. So we are live in the group. Let me actually give me 1 second. Let me close this door. Don't want any distractions. All right, we're cooking. Leonard, you cutting your camera on today, man?
Oh, I thought you didn't want the cameras on.
Yeah, if you're feeling, feeling frosty, definitely can. You too, Simone. Let's hang out. All right, let's see what we got. So we got about 4 people on the live right now. If anybody has any questions, let me cut this live right now. A little bit of an echo. There you go. Got a face of the name. Nice to meet you, Simone. There you go. Now, if anybody's watching the live, feel free to post your comments. I'd definitely be happy to answer those questions for you. But what we're pretty much going to be breaking down today is how to go from A to Z when it comes to setting up IUL campaigns. We've been really seeing some good traction in this market. Typically see lead costs anywhere between $7 to $14. It's really based off of how many states you're in, but that does play a major factor. So I'm going to kind of break down some of the components. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick, and we'll go ahead and dive in. All right, let's see. Leonard, you make me look bad, man. I feel underdressed.
Talking to me?
Yeah, man, you make me look bad. Got the smooth collar shirt on.
Man, if you only knew.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. All right, can everybody see my screen okay? Good to go? Perfect, perfect. So we're gonna break down some of the components, like I mentioned, and then once we get done going through the slides, we're gonna go through some live demonstrations so we can really put this into implementation. So as I mentioned, we're gonna be focusing on how to build up Facebook ads specifically for IULs. I know how lucrative this market can be. And once you can have a predictable way of getting in front of these type of clients, the sky's the limit at this point. Now, the first piece, which is always the most important piece, is going to be targeting. Excuse me. When it comes to the targeting, we want to focus on either states, cities, counties, or zip codes. Those are really the most important. I personally recommend focusing on states because, like I mentioned at the top of the call, the more states you have, the cheaper the leads are going to be. Because it's really about the numbers and the amount of people you can actually get in front of. Now, aside from locations, age demographic is going to be important. I target anywhere between 27 to 50. Sometimes I change that a bit, 30 to about 55, but I cap it at about 55. Because after that point, sometimes health condition may be a factor. Then there's other products that we can put them in place for. But with this specific market, this is what we usually focus on. Now, the next part is going to be the detailed targeting. And what I mean by this, not necessarily the details that you put into the Facebook, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a sec. The details is as far as for the niche that we're focusing on. Because what I've seen convert the best are niche specific ads when it comes to the IULs, whether we're talking about truckers, whether we're talking about teachers, first responders, nurses, those professions typically get paid pretty well. Usually they can afford the services and they're open to having that conversation. And then when you have that niche specific market, then you can speak directly to the client. So those conversations are productive. Now I'm gonna show you a trucking example in just a sec. That's the one I use for the one I want to share with everybody. But it's free range. I've seen some with electricians. So whichever market that you resonate with the most, I would try to go after that market. Make sense? Golden? Perfect, perfect. All right. Next is going to be what you want to aim for with the ads. Now, the ads themselves, when it comes to the ad copy, the image, the lead form, everything has to be congruent because we want to make sure that we have the best possible chance of converting every opportunity that comes in. So everything needs to match. So we're going to stick with the trucker example. So in the ad copy, we want to make sure that we're speaking specifically to truckers between the ages of 27 and 50. So that's the marker we want to aim for. And we want to make sure that not only the ad copy resonates, let me get this plus out of here. I don't want to confuse anybody. So whether we're talking about the ad copy, the image, or the lead form, everything has to resonate with that specific market. And you'll see what I mean when I show some of the examples. But the image itself needs to speak specifically to the market. So the truckers that we're going after in the lead form and or the landing page needs to resonate with it as well. So everything needs to say truckers. It pretty much needs to be the exact same so that everything flows smoothly. Because if you have an ad that speaks to truckers and then on the lead form, you're talking about, let's just say parents or something that doesn't resonate with truckers, you have a high drop-off rate. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. So that's why I want to make sure everything's congruent. Now I want to show you a screenshot of the back office of Facebook. And like I said, I'm going to show you some live examples when it comes to setting everything up. But this is what it will look like. So what you'll do, you plug in your locations, and you can see the locations here, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. You can see the states that we're focusing on. You see the age range that we're going after. And then you see where it says detailed targeting, there's nothing there. That's because we're not doing detailed targeting here. We're doing that part on the ad copy and also the creative. So this is what it'll look like when it comes to actually setting it up. All right, any questions? Cool, we're rolling through. Perfect, perfect. All right, next part's gonna be the ad creative. The ad creative is just a fancy way of talking about the image. So the image, like I said, needs to speak directly to who we're targeting. And in this example, we're focusing on truckers. So you can see it says attention truckers, index universal life plans, new IUL, tax-free retirement, tax-free benefit, living benefit, cash accumulation. It pops. So if I'm a trucker, this will resonate with me because it not only has a trucking aspect to it, but it also has something about tax-free benefits, tax-free retirement, something that I would potentially be interested in. So this creative pops, and this is what I mean as far as for it being congruent. So if we were going after, let's just say, nurses, you can use the same fundamentals. So attention nurses, you'll change this from truckers to nurses. And then you can leave this here, index universal life plan. You can leave all this here, IUL, free tax-free retirement, leave all this here. The only thing you would change is just the image back here. Then you'll change the headline. And then now is where you can use it for multiple different industries. And all we did, all I did was use Canva for this, and it's really, really simple. Drag and drop, and you can make these adjustments pretty much in just a couple minutes, just to keep it really, really simple. Now the next part is going to be the lead form. Now, as I mentioned, on lead form, you want it to be congruent with what we're targeting, what we're going after. So the page, and I don't think I've mentioned this at all. I'm actually glad I got this pulled up here. The page is important too. So the page needs to speak to who we're targeting. And you can see here where it says USA Truckers Insurance. So that's another check on the box as far for congruency. So even the page matches the ad that we're targeting. Now apply today for up to $1 million in coverage with no medical. So if you're a nurse, military, firefighter, police officer, healthcare worker, yada, 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 you can change this, but it's all congruent though. Speaking directly to who we're going after. Oh, we got somebody in the waiting room. Let me go ahead and let them in. Oh, this turns into a party. Oh, why? Chris is jumping in. I see Daniel, Sheree. I see you both are watching the live. If you have any questions, about what we're going through, feel free to post them in the comments, or you can even hop on. Matter of fact, let me post a link. Hop on. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man?
Hey, not much. What's going on?
I'm living the dream, baby.
I said, well, I hope I'm watching you so I can live the dream someday. Maybe I can learn.
Hey, there you go, baby. First of all, you're winning with the name, so you're already in first place, baby.
Yep.
Let's see. Coaching call. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm just posting the link for anybody who's watching the live so they can jump on. All right, let's see. All right. All right, so I just posted a Zoom link inside the comments. So if anybody wants to hop on the Zoom, hit the link, let you right in. You can jam out with us. But excuse me, kind of picking up where I left off. Lead form follows the same exact fundamentals. We want to make sure everything's congruent. So just to do a quick recap, when we're targeting, we want to make sure that we're focusing on states, cities, counties. I preferably focus on states. Age range when it comes to IULs, 27 to 50. Detailed targeting is far for the niche that we're focusing on, whether we're talking about truckers, teachers, nurses, you name it. Now, whichever niche we're focusing on, we want to make sure that everything matches. The ad copy, the image, the lead form, everything. And this makes sure that you have a really high conversion rate and you don't have anybody dropping off from the ad to them actually submitting the information. All right, makes sense? Good to go? I'll take that as a yes. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna stop the share and then we're gonna go through a live breakdown. And I'm actually gonna show everybody how to set this up so we can put this into practice. All right, give me a sec. Let's get this pulled up. Righty, all righty. Share my screen. Oh, there we go. All right. Hey, Dennis. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, feel free to post those in the comments. Thank you for your kind words. All right, can everybody see my screen? Leonard, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
You can? Perfect. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through the setup. I'm gonna show you what everything kind of looks like. And as we're diving in, if you have any questions, just stop me. Just let me know. Let me see. Hey, Stacy, I see you, man. See you on the live. Hey, when you get a sec, we actually need to chat. So Stacy, I'm gonna give you a call once the live's over. All right, perfect. So what we're gonna do when we're starting out, you're simply gonna just log into your business manager account. If you don't know how, just go to business.facebook.com, go to your ad manager. You end up right here in this location. You're gonna press create, the green button here. And once you press create, you're gonna press lead and press continue. So we're gonna pick up from here. Now, first things first, you always wanna name your campaign. This is so you can keep everything nice and organized. So I'm gonna name this one, Test IUL. All right, we don't have to do anything here. Everything here is fine. Now, if for some odd reason that Facebook updated on your account and they attempt to put you into, what's it called? Advantage Plus. I think that's what it's called, Budget Advantage Plus or something like that. Turn it off because that will not benefit you at all. And you'll know it if you see it. It'll be a notification here and it'll show you what it looks like. But if you have Advantage Plus on your account, don't do that because it's not going to hurt you. It's going to cost you quite a bit. All right, so once you name your ad account, not your ad account, your campaign, you can hit next. Now you're going to name the ad set. So with this one, I'm going to do open targeting. Then I'm going to put creative one. Open targeting means that we're only focusing on location and age. Creative one means we're going to use the first image. So that's what this means. Now, sometimes the conversion changes, but you want to click instant form. Sometimes it's on Messenger, sometimes it can be on Instagram, sometimes it can be instant form and Messenger. You want it just to be on instant form. All right. Next, you're going to pick your business page that you want to run ads from. So you pick that there. I'm going to scroll down and go to budget. All right, you can set the budget to your liking. I don't like to go too crazy on the budget, especially with the first ad. I typically start out at about $10 to $15 per ad set, and I'm gonna show you what it means in a sec. This just makes sure that you don't blow your money on an ad that doesn't work. This is very, very important. You know, it's fine to spend 30, 40, 50 bucks a day, but I recommend spreading that across multiple ads, so you don't have to worry about wasting money. So this is kind of a rule of thumb. So I'm gonna set it at $10. Now I'm gonna set the ad to go live tomorrow at midnight. This is something I like to keep in mind too. I always want to start the campaign at the beginning of the day, because if you try to launch the campaign and it goes live in the middle of the day, Facebook is going to try to hurry up and spend the money before the day ends, and it may end up having you waste money on ads or on a campaign. So start off at midnight so you can get the full day to run the campaign. These are just small nuances that make a huge difference. Now set the end date for 7 days after. I always like to run the first test for 7 days. And then you want to set the end date for 11:59 p.m. so it can run for that full 7 days. And then after that 7 days, we can adjust. You know, if the campaign's working well, we'll continue to keep running it. And if it's not, we can just kill it. All right. Next, we want to pick locations. All right. Let's get some engagement going. Chris, what states are you licensed in, man?
What was it? I'm in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gents. All right. So, Arkansas, Texas. You said Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So, looking at 3 states to start out, which is really, really good. Now we have the locations picked. Now we want to focus on the age. Going back to the slides, we want to go 27 to 50. So, go here, and then we'll go here. All right. Here's another one of the key things I want you guys to keep in mind. I'm not sure if you saw it, but when I changed the age, this right here popped up. As soon as I changed the age, this is one of Facebook's recommendations again. I never take Facebook's recommendations. They're in the business to make money, and how they make money is by you wasting your money. So I don't follow any of their recommendations, because all in all, it's in their benefit. So you can see how when we didn't have an age range, it was 17 million people to 20 million people. And after I changed it, it's still the same thing. We don't want that. So we want to uncheck this so we can have more of a targeted audience. And you can see how it changed just that fast. Now we're looking at 9 million to 10 million, which is more than enough people for us to get in front of, to get some momentum, get some traction. So rule of thumb, always uncheck this, because we don't want to help improvement from Facebook. All right, now that's done. Next, we're going to be focusing on the ad itself. All right. Now you want to name the ad. Ad copy 1. Creative 1. So what this means, that we're focusing on the first ad copy and the first image. All right. So I'm going to scroll down. Now we're going to make some adjustments to the ad. First thing we're going to make adjustments to is going to be the ad image. So I'm just going to pick an image that I have here. I can probably just upload one. Give me 1 sec. Oh, as a matter of fact, I got a bunch here. Let's use some of these. Oh, as a matter of fact, these won't work. All right. Let's see. Activated. Let's just use this one for example. Right. Perfect. All right, so we use this one for an example. And I know it's for final expense, but just envision that this is the one that we use on the slides. All right, now the ad copy itself, I'm gonna go here. It's gonna go into primary text. Now there's 3 things that we focus on with the ad copy. First is the call out. And the call out is specifically going to speak to who we're targeting. So that's going to be truckers in this example. Attention truckers. Got attention right. All right. So that's going to be the call out. Next is going to be the benefit. That's going to be the benefit. So what do they get out of getting a specific type of policy? And if we go back to the image, you can see what I mean. So we can do tax-free, tax-free retirement. We had a couple other things too. And I always like to throw in some emojis, like a checkbox or something like that. Once you're listing out the benefits of everything. So you may want to pull up checkbox. All right, that's your retirement. All right, and so on and so forth. All right, and the last thing is going to be the CTA, which is the call to action. I always like to put call to action in parentheses. And the call to action is the button we're going to put. I'm sure that show you guys in just a sec. But click the learn more button below, see if you qualify. Really, really simple. Now, granted, your ad copy is going to be a bit more in depth, have a bit more information, but these are the 3 fundamentals that we focus on: the call out, the benefit, call to action. You follow these steps, 85, 90% of the time, you have an ad copy that can convert. All right. Now we're going to scroll down. Headline. We want this to call out who we're targeting as well. So here's a good one that you can use. Go ahead. Actually, go to the headline. I like to use emojis with the headline too. So let's see. Stop. Read this. Right. You are a truck driver, read this. I may even put it in all caps just to draw more attention to it. But if you're a truck driver, you must read this. This is really enticing. So it gives them an option to actually stop and look at the information. So this is a really good one. Really good for the headline. Now, last part, you want to change the call to action button. This is what I was talking about earlier. Change it to learn more. And then this really piggybacks off of the ad copy. Click the learn more button below, find out how to qualify. Here's the learn more button here. All right. I've gone through quite a bit. Questions? Any questions? Then are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, we good? Take that as a yes. Simone, we good?
We're good.
Okay. Are you chilling? I love it. All right, perfect, perfect. Now, last and final part is going to be the lead form. And that's going to be the part that you create here at the bottom. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole steps of building out the lead form. But I do want to kind of show you what it looks like though. Once you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you simply press create if you haven't created a lead form. And if you already have a lead form, I recommend just duplicating the one you already have and then just making adjustments to it. But the first thing you're going to do when you get the lead form, you're going to name it. So we're going to name this IUL form number 1. All right. the settings, this is just a small little hack. Open up the sharing aspect, and this just helps. So if somebody wants to share your ad, they can. And if they do share it, every lead that comes into it, you don't get charged for it. So that's a perk. Just by simply having somebody share your ad. All right. Next is going to be the headline, and then also the description. This was what I was showing everybody on the slides. What information needs to resonate with the truckers or nurses, however you want to do it. So again, right. Okay, let me do truckers. You only have 60 characters. All right, truckers, see if you qualify for two. Talk about right on the money. All right, so truckers, see if you qualify for up to $1 million in coverage. Really simple. And then here in the paragraph, you may want to just reiterate it a little bit more about some of the benefits, tax-free retirement and some of the benefits when it comes to using this specific coverage. So you plug it in there. Next are going to be the questions. Questions that I would recommend throwing in. All right. First one would be coverage amount. Right. And so on and so on. I'll put 4 options they can choose from. So they can pick what coverage amount they want. Next will be beneficiary. I know I'm going to misspell that, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Then I'll put child, spouse, sibling, other. All right, put that there. We'll reorganize this. So I would like to have name at the top. Then we'll get phone number. We'll get state. We'll get date of birth. That's good to go. Then its description, please. Right. Perfect. All right, scroll down. And you may want to throw one more question in here if you want. Like maybe best time to contact. That may be a good one. Then you do morning, afternoon, then something like that. All right. Next is privacy policy. You can just grab a privacy policy. You just create one on like Google, ChatGPT, something like that. Post a link here, and then you just post a link to your privacy policy here. You have to have that if you want to add, so make sure that you do grab that. And then the last part is going to be the thank you page. This is where you're going to tee them up to actually schedule a call or submit a little bit more information or give you a call directly. So a few different things you can do here. So thank you, you're all set. I would change this. Thank you. Almost done. Right. And then I'll say, now I would be a little bit more detailed and descriptive here. First, I would plug in your name, like your licensed representative is, Leonard Johnson. And then if you want to schedule a call with Leonard, click the blue button below. But all in all, you want to make sure that you mention hitting the blue button below, schedule a call. And then what you do, you can post your calendar link here, where it says link, and then here. Then you can just change the verbiage here. Now, if you want them to call you, same thing. You're just going to plug in your cell here so they can call you directly. I recommend sending them to a booking page rather than calling you, because leads do come in all throughout the day, all throughout the night. To make sure that you don't miss those calls, I'll recommend you having a book onto your calendar. So if you have Calendly, Acuity, anything like that, plug the link right there, and they can actually book you directly. Easy peasy. Now, once that's all done, you press create form, and then you'll be all set. I'm not going to create this form because I don't really need it. But that's how the form process will work. And this is how you would actually set everything up from end to end. Any questions?
No,
Nope,
you
we're
have those.
good.
Nope. Good to go. Perfect. Perfect.
You have examples of those pages,
Hold on one second.
the canvas pages. Do you have examples of them, or do we have to create them ourselves?
1 second, my man. 1 second. Like Zoom's acting kind of funny on me. All right. Share my screen. All right, screen should be sharing again. We're good to go. All right, can you ask that question one more time?
Yeah. Do you have examples of those on Canvas things, or we have to create them ourselves?
Oh, the Canva here?
Yeah, those. Yeah. Do we have to create those ourselves?
No. Well, you don't, because you're in the you're in the VIP, baby. So yeah, you got full access, all that. But if you're unfortunately not in the VIP program, you would have to create yourself. But you're good to go, brother. I got you. But okay, this was fun. I know this can help a lot of you guys, get started, start working on creating a few different ads, so you can really bring some momentum into the business. Because once you understand how to run ads effectively, you can pretty much tackle any market. There's no type of business or type of lead you can't generate once you understand this fundamental process. But that's all I got. I want to kind of open the floor for Q&A. I'm gonna check the comments here real quick. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to come off mute, ask away. And I'm gonna check the comments here real quick to see if anybody needs anything. Well, if there's no questions in the chat, we'll be able to access this later. Heather, yes. If you want to watch the replay, you definitely can. It'll be inside the group. So feel free to go back and rewatch it if you want. All right, let's see. All right, no more questions. Cool. Must mean I did a pretty good job. So if anybody wants to be in the group, so
I do have one question.
yeah, go ahead.
You said something about creating a policy.
A privacy policy, yeah.
How would you go about doing that again?
You can just create one on a Google Doc, and then you can use like something like ChatGPT, and then just have them create you a privacy policy.
What was it? Chat who?
ChatGPT.
GBT? Okay.
You just create a real. You maybe even be able to Google it. They can give you some examples. But the privacy
Okay.
policy is pretty much saying that you're not going to sell anybody's information or spam or anything like that. But you have to have that in order to launch your lead form. Awesome. Great question. Cool. So next week, not sure what we'll cover, but if anybody has any recommendations or has anything that they want me to go over next week, I can definitely put something together for you. And if anybody wants the slides and also the replay, feel free to comment below and I'll send it to you. And then you can get access to the slides. Then you can kind of go through it, kind of walk through it together. But ladies and gents, I thank you so much for hopping on with me. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. And let's crush this thing. Cool.
Thank you for taking your time out to help.
No problem at all.
Do we have another one today, Chris? Or this is it?
What did you say, my man?
Do we have another one tonight? Or this
Yeah,
is
we
it?
got the VIP call tonight. And that's going to be at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock your time.
Okay, same link?
No, there's going to be a different link. And
Okay.
I'll send that to you. Then you can hop right back on like you did today.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm gonna see you tonight.
Okay, man.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Stop the share.